And there we go. Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for jumping on this evening. I just want to say I really appreciate your time and that space that you've just allowed us to really just share what we're about at Q and whether it will work for you. So why am I the person starting this call? So it was a year ago that Q was introduced to me, and I've got to tell you, my life is mega busy. I have 6 children. So if you're thinking, I don't actually know whether I've got time to even consider looking at something else in my life, let me promise you, yes, you do have the time, and I can show you exactly where to find it. But honestly, for me, I was at a time where I'd been in the network marketing industry for about 5-6 years, and it just wasn't working. It was working for me, but it wasn't working for those people that I was bringing into the business. So I wasn't consciously looking, but clearly subconsciously I was putting something out there because Q came to find me, and it could not have happened at the most perfect time. I literally been smiling all year, and it has been an absolutely roller coaster. We've learned so much, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So what I want to do is just take you through a couple of kind of snippets about who we are, what we stand for, and where we're going, because right now the UK is a pinnacle time, and everything that we know about this industry, it's about timing, right? So as you can see here, 23 countries and growing. Wow, honestly, we've grown in countries even in the last 12 months. And I know that there's so many more to come as we head into 2022. Can you imagine? We're talking about 2022 already. It feels like yesterday it was 2019. So basically, where I see this is we are looking forward to celebrating $1 billion company within the not too distant future. And when you match that with cutting edge technology, I've always been in the health and wellness space for the last 7 years. I absolutely am passionate about it. I love seeing the transformations with people. And when you start working with products like this, they literally change people's lives like immediately. And I'm going to share with you in a bit what I mean by that. But the growth has been incredible. So you can see here since 2017, a 700% growth. But I know that it's a lot more than that, because some of the figures that I've heard over the last couple of months from our CEO have completely and utterly blown me away. So again, most perfect timing for you. But none of this would happen without these two gentlemen, because the culture of Q is something that I've never experienced before, and it comes from the top. When you look at co-owners such as Mark and Jake, you can see the connection that they have as business owners, but firstly, really, it's friendship. That friendship and the respect that they have for each other is crucial, and that filters down massively through our ranks, people, families, individuals. We all have that feeling of making sure that it works for everybody else. Now, Mark, you may have come across him before. He's our founder. I know very little about American football, and even a year later I still know very little, but he was a very important person back then. But I'm not going to go into that, because that's not where he's making the magic happen right now. He's making the magic happen here with Q, and what he's doing is literally incredible, and it completely and utterly comes from the heart. I haven't had the experience of meeting either one of these gentlemen just yet, but I know that's going to change very, very soon, because we are at the stage now where we're about to launch a UK warehouse, and that's a European warehouse, but we're going to have a complete new relaunch in the UK on the back of it, because it's going to completely transform our customer experience. We've got so much coming on that basis, and that's really, a lot of it is thanks to Jake Spencer. And the magic thing about Jake is that he came from a background doing what we do. He comes from the field. He's had well over a decade, maybe 15 years now. So he knows exactly how we feel on a daily basis, and he knows what we need to make this work for us and our families. Completely family orientated. Him and his wife play a massive part in this business, and it's something that I will always appreciate. And just the knowledge that I've picked up from these two over the last year has completely changed my family's life in the person that I'm showing up as. And what you'll find as time goes on is that you really discover a brand new version of yourself. The longer you're with Q, the better version of you become. And for me, when I looked at this company, I didn't really look too much into the products. And you might think that's a bit strange, bearing in mind you're working with a product line. But for me, all I needed to know at that particular point, that it was going to help my family's mental health. See, with me, my partner has mental health conditions, so he struggles on a daily basis. And I have 3 children that also have mental health challenges, some very complex. So for me to know that I could put something safe that was natural into their bodies to make a difference, that was key for me. And even though I've been in the health and wellness space for quite a while, I don't actually know and probably can't pronounce half the ingredients that goes into these things. And that actually is quite relieving to know that when I started working with Q and align myself with this company, that it's so simple. There's literally an A4 PDF for every single one of these products. You don't need to know the ins and outs of it because we've got the resources there to help you share what they do and how they can help people. But they fall into various categories. And you can see here, we've got the hemp line, which we've got our oils, our topical creams, roll-ons, and we've got this beautiful Q twist drink. I'm obsessed with it. We've also got a nutraceutical range, and the Q core is so powerful. So if you're looking at this as a business, what we find is that over 80% of our auto ships, and you'll hear more about that in a second from Shannon when I introduce her, you'll find that 80% of ambassadors within Q have Q core on their auto ship. So you can just imagine the power behind that particular product. We also have a kids version. We've got the most incredible liquid collagen, medical grade, and it is literally taking years and years off people. I'm just literally seeing it happen overnight with so many people that I'm working with at the moment. And we've also just released our terpenes. So I don't want to go too much into the products tonight. If there's anything here, along with the sprays that you think I want to know a little bit more on, I want to know how these can help me and my family, just reach out to the person that's either invited you on tonight or sent you this recording, and they can provide you with all of that information. But what I want to do briefly is just bring Zoe on. There you are, my darling. And Zoe's one of my ambassadors, and we've been working very closely lately. And she recently started using the terpenes, which is the chill, wasn't it, Zoe? How's that been helping you recently?
It's incredible, if I'm honest, because sometimes I get like a burst of anxiety. I don't struggle with it daily, but when I do get it, it just completely floods my whole body. And I feel nauseous, I feel dizzy, I feel weak. My whole body just can't cope. But with using the terpenes, within moments, it just melts. It's the only way I can describe it. It just kind of feels like it melts, it disappears. So I can carry on with my day, and it doesn't affect me for the rest of the day. Then it's so it's made really powerful for me. It really does help massively.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Zoe. And Zoe is a mum of 2. So knowing that she can now manage those anxiety spurts when they do appear is so important. I know massively it's been changing her life over the last few weeks since we've introduced that. But what I want to do now is actually bring a very good friend of mine on, Shannon Carlin, who is actually one of our Emerald ambassadors. She has been literally a backbone for me in my time with Q so far. She's over in the States, so where Q is actually based as a company. And I just want to hand it over to her to share her story and talk to you a little bit about the background with the business and how you can make this affect your life. So over to you, Shannon.
Well, thank you. Hi, everybody. So like Kelly said, I'm Shannon Carlin. I live in South Carolina in the United States. Kelly, you're going to do slides for me, right? Okay, good. I'm like, I can't change them. So I am a mom of 2. And both of my kids, I have a son who's 13 and my daughter is 11 going on, like 20 something, y'all. Like she is my mini me, my payback. If you have children or if you have a girl in her tweens, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No, she's great. But both my kids are in competitive sports, and that pretty much rules our lives. My husband and I have been married for over 20 years, and he has been self-employed since we've been married. So my background was in corporate America and in the finance world. So I really truly understood the power of residual income from early on in my career. And I knew that it was important. So even though I was in corporate America, we always had another way to make an additional stream of income that we could, whether it was just, $100 a month or greater, right? I just knew that that was always important. And especially with my husband being self-employed, he's a contractor. And so you just never know what life will bring, right? And so, but in order to live the life that we wanted to have, especially when we lived in, we're both born and raised in California. So that's where home is for us. And it's expensive to live there. So it's odd to have a one income family. You have to have two incomes there. And so my income in corporate America was the stable income, if you will, and stable meaning I knew what I was going to make every month. And so we balanced our life as much as we could on that. And the rest was golden with Sean. But after having James, I came down with issues of postpartum depression and anxiety of myself. And if I'm being totally honest, I had a bit of an identity crisis because once I held that baby in my hands, I didn't want to go back to work anymore. And I no longer wanted to be that corporate America boss, if you will. And so I knew I needed to make the change, and I knew I needed to be home. And so I knew that the only way for me to be able to do that was through this industry, and to be able to have a schedule where I could design it around my family and still be able to bring in the income that we needed, right? And I felt a little bit of mom guilt, if you will, because I'm the one who changed the game, and I put us in a situation where we went from making a great income to not, right? And so I needed to make that up quickly. And I'm here to tell you that network marketing and this industry is an amazing way to do it. But it also means that you have to find the right vehicle, right? I know that we all know somebody who's had success in this industry, and we all know many people that haven't. And I truly believe that a lot of that has to do with what are the systems of the company? Is the comp plan easy? What are the values of the company? And what is the culture like? And how does that play a part into how you can make money as an individual? And so I always say my favorite product at Q is our comp plan because it's amazing and it's simple. It's so easy. I've been with a company before where it was more than 17 pages to read that comp plan, and you were lucky if you had an idea at the end of the month what your check was going to be, and even luckier if you got anywhere close when you tried to estimate it. But here's different. It's very simple and easy. And we're able to say, okay, if you want to make $4,000 a month, this is exactly what you need to do. And you do it, bam, that's your paycheck. So the ways that we're paid, simple. I'm not going to go into all the detail, but I'll break it down as simply as I can for you. The first way we're paid is through customer sales. A lot of people get into this industry. They don't necessarily want to build a massive team, but they want to be able to share the products with people and get a kickback, if you will. And so we can do that through our customer sales. And let me tell you, you guys, I have many people on my teams that just get customers, and they're making massive amounts of income here because that's their focus. And when you have products that are demonstrable and work, and literally people feel results within moments, as Zoe said, that's golden. And people keep ordering. They want what we've got with the technology that Kelly talked about, the innovation that we have. And even more importantly, what I believe is the field's voice on what products to get into and where to go. That helps give a product line that people want. And so because people want it, it brings in massive amounts of customers for people. So that's one way we're paid. As you get new customers, the point value that you make grows, and so does the percentage of what you're paid. We have a set monthly pay at each individual stage within your business. We call these ranks, right? But basically, as your business grows and progresses, you get to a different level, and each level has a set pay that they make. It's kind of like a salary, if you will. And I loved this because we're the only company that does this. And this is truly how and why it's so simple here. So there's never a question. The month ends, you know where you landed, you know what your paycheck will be. But y'all, this is paid out weekly. So as you go each and every week within your business, you can get a paycheck every single Friday. And what's the biggest, most important thing about this is as you get started in this business, you can literally make a check your first week out the gate. That's huge. And to a lot of people right now, especially in today's world, that's important. And so we truly do have a system here with our comp plan that allows people to win and for everybody to win together. We also have rank advancement bonuses. I talked about those stages as your business progresses. Each time you hit a new rank, you get a new bonus. And what's great about Q is that these bonuses are cumulative. They're stackable. So a lot of people come in, and because of the products and the comp plan and the way our system works, they're able to hit multiple ranks within their first month and beyond. And so they earn all of the bonuses. We don't just cap you out at one a month. You guys, I call this stacking cash. This changed my life. Because of this comp plan and these bonuses, I was able to come into Q and with 6 months time, make over $500,000. And it's not unheard of because people are doing it left and right in our company right now because of the timing and because of the system that we have. Go ahead and move on to the next one, Cal. Okay, here's another reason why. Christmas cash. I feel like maybe we need to give this a moment of silence, y'all, because this is phenomenal. So if you can see that blue box up top, that's what our comp plan looks like, okay? So you see there's that second blue column going down that says monthly team commissions. That's that set residual pay that I talked about. And then in box 3 right there, you see those promotional rank bonuses. So starts at 100, goes up from there. Actually, those bonuses get down into the hundreds of thousands. It's legit, y'all. But we added on for November and December additional bonuses to these to make them bigger. Jake and Mark are the most giving individuals I have ever met in my entire life. And especially because Jake has been in the field, he knows that there's certain times where when you throw bigger pots of gold at people, they need it and it will help them grow their business. And so with the momentum that Q is having right now and the timing of where we are in our company, adding these bonuses here, the company is helping us all grow our businesses. So as you can see, it's anywhere from 25% to 65% increase on our bonuses. Just let that sink in just a little bit. That means your bonuses are bigger for doing nothing different. Right? We're just giving more money to you. But even better, if you're sitting here and you're thinking, okay, this might be something that I can do. What about anybody you know? Do you know anybody that needs to make an extra stream of income, right? You can help them earn these bonuses. And as they earn their bonuses with Christmas cash, guess what? So do you. Y'all, you're getting bonus match on helping people make money. Like, hallelujah, the heavens have opened, right? This is amazing. We roll these out every single year since I've been with Q so far. And I got to tell you, it is crazy the amounts of bonuses that people make. And these right here, these extra Christmas cash bonuses helped me make that number that I shared with you in my first 6 months. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so how do you do this? What does it take to become an ambassador with Qsciences? Basically, an ambassador means that you are a partner of ours and you own your own e-commerce business. To get that business, it's just $39.95. Simple. Everything from there is done for you. So we have an app that we use. You get your website that people order from, and you have all the support in the world. What I truly love about this, I'm in the United States. Kelly and her team are out in the UK. I have a team in Australia. I have a team in New Zealand. I have a team on the West Coast of the United States. We are global, okay? So while I'm sleeping, I'm still making money because the rest of the world is working. And this is why this kind of platform is something that is so attractive to people right now. It's just an extra way to make income. And since everything is done for you and the system is already in place, it becomes super easy. So $39.95 is all it takes. Y'all, my husband being self-employed as a contractor, it has cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars to fill his shop, to give him the machines and all the tools and all of the things that he needs in order to run his business. And when I really think about this every single time, I'm kind of like, I get chill bumps every time, because for $40 plus my monthly order of products that I get each and every month that I'd be buying anyways for our household. I'm just now buying through myself. I support our family financially, and it cost me $39.95 to do that. Crazy, you guys. I wish I had a mic so I could just drop it right now, because that's how big this is, right? It's just massive and super easy. So I talk a lot about the system. What I love about the system is that it's already created, it's done, and it's duplicable. But what I love even more, and what I truly find different about Q than other companies out there, is we have a system. And because our comp plan is as streamlined and easy as it is, we're able to get people into the system to hit the goals that they have for themselves. We don't all have the same goals. So that means people need to have things molded differently to them, right? Like, I can't assume that everybody coming on board on my team wants to make a 6-figure income. Some people just want to come in and have a date night, or be able to pay their car payment or electricity bill, whatever it may be, right? So what I do on a daily basis is going to be different for somebody that comes in with a different goal. And so having a system where I can sit down with them and say, okay, this is your goal. Here's what you want to make. This is what you want to bring into your family. Great. This is what you're going to have to do. Super easy. And so if you decide that becoming an ambassador is something you want to do, you'll get onboarded, and you'll go through that with the person that brought you on board, maybe even their mentor as well. And you'll come up with a plan that they'll be able to plug you into that will realistically get you to where you want to go within the realistic time that you want to do it in. Okay. This is what I love. What's next, right? I know we threw a bunch of information at you. Kelly and I both talk super fast, so you may still be catching up to what we're saying, but what's next is easy. The person that invited you to look at this tonight is going to reach out to you. They're going to contact you. They're going to see what questions you may have, and they're going to probably connect you to somebody that can answer the questions that you have. I will tell you, y'all, ask the questions. We don't have anything to hide here. We truly believe that transparency is the most important thing, because most of all, we want to make sure that this is a fit for you as well. We don't just get people in and treat you like spaghetti and throw you at the wall and hope you stick. We want to make sure that you want to be here and that this system is going to work for you and your family. And so ask the questions. Don't leave anything unasked. They will get you the answers, or connect you with the person that will get you the answers if they don't know the answers. So please do me a favor and don't go on the witness protection program on them. They're hearing me tell you that they're going to come after you and ask you what your thoughts were. So give them your feedback. And again, ask those questions. There's no stupid questions. And if you've got it, then ask it, because I promise you we'll have an answer for you, or a way to get one for you. Is that it? That's the last one? Okay, we're good. So thank you for letting me share tonight. And I hope I get the chance to meet all y'all in person here pretty soon. I'm dying to get out there to the UK. But I'll turn it back over to you, Kelly.
That's amazing. You're an absolute star, Shannon. And even though I did get the time wrong, because the time difference here in the UK, she still managed to jump on. And that's what I'm going to end with this, guys, is that the support that you get here with Q, Shannon has got so many people in her business, but yet she still made herself available for us. So thanks again for doing that. And I look forward to hearing and speaking with you, or with a not too distant future. So enjoy. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
For your time. Bye.